Generic greetings. So Polybridge is a bridge building game. Well, we call it that, but to be honest with you, you often make things like ramps and jumps and stuff like that, and that's how I actually found out about the game. If you go on places like Reddit and such, you'll have seen gifs of this game all over the place. It is, like I say, basically a bridge building game in this, with this nice, simplistic polygon style, and I've seen it on Steam still, and I thought, oh, I'll give it a go, so I grabbed a copy, and I've played about an hour and a half, so I'm just going to show you a little bit of it. First impressions, not a review, let's make that clear. Also, it is in development, early access and all of that, so the typical disclaimers apply. It isn't finished. So let's go to campaign. I've played the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 levels. This one means I've completed it, but I haven't actually done it within budget. But there's loads and loads and loads of worlds. You got your desert world, you got your snowdrift, you got your ancient ruins, and then it goes weird with your 80s funland, your Zen garden, things like that. Now, obviously, it's still in development, so we might be seeing more of this sort of thing. Either way, let's just jump into this one, which is a 16-meter overpass. So it gives us a budget, which is 24,000 generic units of currency stroke generic credits. We've got materials, which is wood, steel, and cable. And the event order is city car, large paddleboat, and then station wagon. So this car will try and drive across, and then this paddleboat will come through the water, and then this station wagon will try and get across. So if I click start simulation, you can see that this car goes, and then plop, it goes in the water, and then I've failed. So obviously, I need to make some sort of bridge. So we'll press T, and then open up our build menu. We'll go to road, and then we can pretty much just build a road right across like that if we really want to. Now we know, however, that even though this is probably going to break when I start the simulation, even if it doesn't, this paddleboat will come after that. So even if A will get across, the paddleboat will come and then crush it. So press start, and then, oh no, the bridge broke. That's not good. These red bits are your anchor points. That anchors it to the ground. We'll just click clear and get rid of everything on the map. These anchor points, as I said, you can connect everything up to that, and then the yellow ones are connecting up to ones you've actually built. So you can right click and then select something and then press delete to get rid of it. So if we can go up and over if we really want to, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. When you go to build, you can see that you get this like sort of circle around, and that shows you where your sort of maximum range is for the item that you're building. So we'll go up to there, and then we can actually connect them up like so. So there's a nice bridge that goes over the top. We press start, and it falls down. So that's not going to work. What else can we do? Well, we can go to our build menu, and we can go to, say, steel, and then we can build steel, I don't know, up like that, for example. We could do that, and then maybe we'll connect cables up. So we'll do that, and then that, and then again we'll go back and we'll click cable, and then we'll connect a cable to that, and then down to there, and then same thing. And what will happen here is that I'll go well over budget, but I'm not really bothered about that. I'm just trying to see if this would actually function. So would this actually work, what I'm doing here? Well, I'm guessing it might do. Let's go to steel. We've only got another 2 lumps of steel that I can connect things to, so I'm going to connect that up to there, in fact, just to give it a bit more support. And let's click start, and oh, the bridge broke under its own weight, I think. Let's just turn on the stress button. That doesn't make you more anxious and stuff, but it does show you where all the yeah, so the stress is pretty much that cable there. In fact, what I'll probably do is delete these bits of steel, because that's probably causing a lot of weight problems. Let's connect that up to there, and connect that up to there, like so, and then down to that one. Now, as you can see, I am well over budget, but if I start the simulation, it hopefully will work. The car goes on, the car will then go up and over, and dump. Oh, you can see it's starting. Oh, yeah, there's a bit of stress there. It's rolling over, but... ah, shit. Okay, so the car... the car's now on its roof, so it hasn't got to its objective because it's on its roof. Let's try that again. Now, let's see if the physics is sort of semi-random, so it might not always go on its roof. And no, it pretty much goes always on its roof. So that has not worked. So the solution, I think, is to get rid of that, and hopefully it will ramp over the top. Now, that's obviously going to cause a lot of stress problems, because it means the bridge is pretty much free holding. And oh no, that definitely didn't work, because it, oh yeah, that definitely broke. Let's try that again. What I'm going to do is delete them, and then we'll go back to our road bit, and then we'll just put that like that, and then what we need to do is use wood and then connect that up to the bridge there. Okay, so that's fine. Then we'll use a cable. So what's going to happen is it's going to go up there, come along, and then land on that, and everything will be fine. No problems whatsoever, and I say that knowing for a fact that this is going to break the bridge when it lands. Yeah, That didn't work. Okay, so building that sort of bridge does not work. So what I'm going to do is clear that. And instead, I'm just going to try and ramp this thing off. So we're going to go for road. And then we're going to say road like that. And then like that. And then like that. And then like that. And then we'll just ramp it off. And we'll see how far that one goes. So we'll go to steel and we'll place a steel. Oh, that's definitely not the right place. Let's right click on that and delete it. Go back to our steel. And then say 1 and then 2. And then obviously we do need to get our cables in as well, so we'll put cables like that and like that and like that. And the problem I have here is that the bridge is only really supported like this, so what it's going to do is fold in on itself. So yeah, that didn't work at all, did it? Let's try that again. Delete that bit. Hang on, delete that bit there. Start it again. The bridge folds in on itself, but we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. So start the bridge. Oh yeah, it's almost there. If we do that, it might work. Yes, it does work. So the car goes up and goes in the water. Okay, so that doesn't work either, but we can see that the bridge goes up and over, so I don't really know what the solution is to this. Because of the amount of money that we spend on these cables, and they're very, very expensive, I have no idea what the solution is to this, because we do need to ramp it off. Like I say, this thing's going to come along and then demolishes, so I'm guessing we do have to then just go for road again, and on the road again, not make it as sharp as before. So 1, 2, 3, and then make it a little bit sharper. So 1, 2, 3, and then a little bit sharper, and then they won't connect up, but we can do that and then that. So they're now all connected up. Same sort of thing then, back to the steel. And then 1, and then 2. I do like that it allows you to complete the level even though you've been over budget. It's basically going, yeah, fine, we don't really care if you're over budget. That doesn't matter. We're all friends here. It allows you to go back and actually complete it at your leisure. You know, because instead of having to mess around and try and get the perfect bridge under budget, you can just do something like this. And, you know, if it works, then it works. And you know then how to finesse your design. So that's going to go up and then not as hard. Oh, that's going to roll forward, but we'll be on our wheels. Yeah! So we've got one done now. The paddleboard's come along. Don't hit the bridge. Oh god, there's some high tolerance on this bridge. Now the station wagon does not have as much speed and power, so it might not be able to get over. Oh no, look at that. It's no problem at all. And we're across. Oh yes, bridge of the air every year. So budget, we have massively gone over it. Maximum joint stress is really high. Material footprint is very high. So pretty much I've been a massive failure there. This is all these histograms based on what other people have done. And go to the next level. So this one is a 12-meter paddleboat drawbridge. So we now get to make a drawbridge, which is really cool. So we'll go to our woods, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then connect that up. Double click on any part of this here, which you get a split joint, and then we need to connect this up. So we need to do probably that there and that there. Like say, mirror tool will be quite good, because then if you just want to do the same on one side, you can just mirror your design. That'll be quite good. So we do need to make some sort of A-frame again here. So I'm going to delete that, and we're gonna do this. There we go. When you're designing, I think I mentioned this before, but when you're placing stuff, you can see that these circles here, they get like a little dotted line going around when you're mouse overing them. Also, when you are going to place a node in, or the end part of an item within its like range, you can see that it actually goes from white to black, black to white rather. So you go there. So there's that connected up. Let's just press start. The bridge shouldn't break. It doesn't break, so that's good. But what we need to do now is make another A-frame. So up to there. Yes, so connect that up to there, that up to there, that up to there. Okay, and I've actually made that split. I don't want to make that split. So now what I need to do is go to hydraulics, and we'll put that into there, and then that into there. So what that'll do is raise the drawbridge up. So we'll start the simulation. Don't know if it's going to do it automatically or not. It's going to go across. I did do the tutorial for this, but we'll see what happens. That goes across, and then that does raise the drawbridge up, which is good. Does it raise it enough? I don't know. Yes, it does. And then it's going to go back down. Yes, that's pretty cool. And now the station wagon, because this is heavy. Ooh, some stress on some of them points, but it's across, no problem at all. And it's almost went in the back of the car. Look at that, budget used. Actually quite good. Not bad at all. And max joint stress is only 56.4%. Not bad at all. Next level, so what's this one? 18-meter school bus jump. Okay, so apparently Otto from The Simpsons is driving this. Oh, no, Otto. £9,000 is our budget. Wood and steel and school bus and a large paddle boat. So I'm guessing it's the school bus first and then the large paddle boat, or maybe together because then that'll look cool. So we're going to go for the road, and then we'll say it's going to go across and then up and then up and then boom, it's going to jump up like that. Now I'm not going to put a landing. What I'm going to do instead is just use steel and then connect that up to there. And then what we'll do, we'll use probably steel to there as well, and we've got a budget of £9,000. So to be honest, this is a lot of money for what we really need here. So let's actually delete that. No, it's not going to work, is it at all? Can we not just use steel for the entire thing? What's probably best if I do this? Something like that. And we'll A-frame this up. And then we have steel to there. Yeah, there's this point as well. Steel that up to there. You can't create any more steel. I've only got 2 steel. Okay. It's understandable. So we'll just do that to there and then to there and then connect that up to that. Okay, so they're both going to go together. There's a school bus and just plowed straight through the thing. Okay, that did not work. It hit the school bus comes down as a fair old lick, and it hit it quite hard. So I think what I need to do is actually completely delete that, completely clear it, and then redo the ramp. So I need to make it straight. And I probably don't need it straight. I probably need up by one, up by another one, up by another one, and up by another one. So we're gradually going up. Instead of just going like that, you know, that's not going to work. So we'll go for our steel again, and then we'll connect up the steel to that, and then the steel to that. And then what we'll do is the other ones will use wooden beams. So we'll connect wood to that one, and that's connected up. This one, again, we'll connect wood up to that, and that's fine. Then wood can go up to there, and then connect up to that, 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 and then that should be everything sorted. There we go. It's all connected up. School bus goes over, and oh yeah! That didn't work at all. Let's slow the speed down to about 20%. We'll start the simulation. So here we go. Today's beverage is green tea. So that's going to come down, and when I say it's slow it down, I didn't realise it was going to be all jerky and stuff, but that's going to go there. It's going to hit that ramp. Yeah, it breaks that bar. This one breaks straight away. So we can either delete that bit of steel and then place another steel girder in there. I think that'll probably be the way to go. So we'll delete all of them, and then we'll open up our menu, go to steel, connect that up to there. That'll take up most of the strain, I hope. So go back to speed of 100%. Yeah, start that again. So here we go. Okay, it's almost there. It is almost there. So I'm guessing it's just a case of... This is steel. We can't use any more steel, so we'll have to go back to the wooden beams. So we'll go and connect that up to there. To the anchor point. Then I want to... You know what? I've got so much money, I might as well... do this, and this is where you start getting the weird, oh god, everything just connected to everything sort of build design. Oh yeah, that worked. Let's have a replay of that. Replay. Turn the stress off, and yeah, it breaks it just on the exit. On the dismount, it breaks it, but it did land, and that is level complete. So this one is a 12 meter low budget bridge, and that is, what the hell is that? Some sort of massive dump truck. So I guess low budget means that it's a road straight across, and I'm gonna have to use wood. So connect that up to there, and it's pretty much gonna be this, isn't it? Is it as simple as this? It'd be very rude if it was as simple as this. I'm just over budget, but let's see if it works. That was easy. Okay, so play again. Let's delete that. Oh, that's a lot of stress on them beams. That's not going to work. Oh no! It almost got there. It did almost get there. We'll connect that up. We need to get rid of something to just save a little bit of money somewhere. So maybe that piece there. This is how you build bridges in real life. You know, you go, don't know if we can afford that I-beam. Like, I don't know. So I'm over budget by 250. Well, maybe that. No, that'd be silly, wouldn't it? It's just going to snap the bridge in half. No, it's not. Piece of piss. Well in budget. In fact, what I could do is play again and then probably do that, and then that's going to cause a lot of stress on that middle beam, but it might work. Whoa, yes. No problem. And well in budget. Not bad at all. There you go. Anyway, that is on. And we've got a 16-metre double-decker, which is wood, steel, and cable. Our event order is station wagon and a surface van, so they're both going to go across at the same time, so you need to make a double-decker bridge. Either way, I am not going to show you any more than that, because I think you get the idea of what this game is like. I think it's fairly good. The thing is, I've played a lot of bridge building games, and most of them are pretty terrible. They are, I guess they're either, one way or the other, they're either very, very serious and not really that fun, or the other way around where they're very simple and you don't have, like, you know, you can't really see where the stress is going in and things like that, and you've only got a couple of parts and they're just a bit, there's just a bit crap. But this, I like the way it looks, I like the aesthetic, it's very simple, and I like the gameplay as well. The weird thing is the ramps and stuff. The ramps, I didn't like them. I didn't like that they had that in. But after a while, it just changes things up a bit. And obviously, as you progress on, you get more and more levels and different things like double-decker bridges and the split ones and things like that. So I do like it. Like I said, it is actually quite simple in the way it does stuff, but it works. It works for it. Either way, links in the description so you can check it out yourself. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.